My name is Stevie and I like to write songs. Let's have a listen today to the Tool song that we've been working on and see where we go from here. Let's go. Let's have a listen to it first before I say anything. Right, so I've let a couple of my friends who are Tool fans listen to what I've done so far for some pointers and advice. And two of the main things that have been pointed out is, first of all, superficially, it's still a bit short. Well, of course it is. We're only a minute and a half into the song. But probably more importantly, some people have pointed out that the distorted vocal thing that I'm doing here doesn't really evoke Tool for them. They feel that Tool's vocal melodies are a wee bit more melodic than that. So let's keep that in mind today and try and come up with some vocal lines that are more evocative of Tool melodies. So I think the first thing that I would like to do is take this part. Let's move that off into the distance. Move it away up here somewhere out of the way, because I don't think the distortion vocals, the two distortion vocal parts, should be together like that. It gives the impression that the song's going to have a lot of distorted vocals, and maybe we don't want that. Maybe we want to get into the clean vocals of the verses first. And I think I would like to take this section here and come back to it. So let's try that. Right, let's see what it sounds like coming back into the intro section after the distorted heavy part. Yeah, nice. It keeps the hypnotic vibe going for a bit longer. And then the vocals will probably come in here. So I'll see if I can write some lyrics for this now. When I was playing the main riff round and round in a loop, I was listening very carefully to hear how I would like to sing over the top of it. And this idea of one something, da 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 da, one something, da 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 da, is the thing that sort of came into mind. So I decided to try and flesh that out with some words. I knew there's going to be a lot of the word one in it. So we came up with one word, one sound, the creaking of your ambition. I love that line, the creaking of your ambition. So I feel that maybe the song is taking shape about maybe being some kind of a character assassination of a person. And sometimes when I write those types of lyrics, I like to turn them inwards and make it maybe a character assassination of myself. I wanted to carry on with the one word, one sound thing. It sort of got a bit monotonous. So instead, I decided to use some rhymes, unheard, unwound, which of course rhymes with one word, one sound, a boundary condition. So this is some kind of a standoff we're talking about. So we're back to the one something again, one chance, higher ground. The higher ground thing is a wee bit of I'm a sort of a Star Wars geek, and Higher Ground came straight into mind because of the Anakin Obi-Wan battle and the Higher Ground phrase. The Summer of Aspiration. So again, that's a callback to the creaking of your ambition. The Summer of Aspiration. Just a different way of saying the same thing. And then I went a wee bit off-piste and we started talking about Rain Dance, Spellbound, the subject of your fixation. As soon as I coined those phrases, I thought Rain Dance, let's call the song Rain Dance, because the whole way through writing the song so far, I've had the feeling that it does sound like it's raining in the song. So we'll make the song sort of about rain, use rain as some kind of symbol or metaphor throughout the lyrics of the song. So this will be verse 1 and verse 2. I could just go ahead and get these verses done and then concentrate on writing maybe the bridge and the chorus.
One word, one sound, the creaking of your ambition, unheard, unwound, a boundary condition, one chance, higher ground.
Right, so what we have here in the vocals, I've recorded a lead vocal and then I've tried to perfectly match it in 2 other takes, which I've panned left and right, and they're 6 dB quieter. Then I've also recorded a left and right version of the vocal down an octave. Let's have a listen to it soloed.
One word, one sound.
Of course, it's full of lip smacks and breaths and all, and I'll edit those and tidy those up eventually. But for now, let's just keep moving forward.
One word, one sound, the creaking of your ambition.
All right, so let's hear all that together.
One word, one sound, the creaking of your ambition, unheard, unwound, a boundary condition, one chance.
And let's move the second verse now up out of the way, up towards maybe up here somewhere. So we have it for later, and let's decide what we're going to do after the first verse.
A boundary condition.
Actually, I just had a little break there and I thought about it, and I decided maybe this is the perfect time now to put this section in. So let's try it. Maybe we should build up to it. Maybe move it back to here. Let's try that.
A boundary condition.
Right, it would be cool if everything stopped along with those toms. And then a new riff. What about a new riff? A new riff would be cool. If you plan to rain on me, better make it a hurricane. If you leave me on my feet, I will not spare you my reprisal. Whoa. Okay, so I'll show you what I don't like about it. I don't like Better Make It a Hurricane. I think we could do something better than that. But I really do like If You Plan to Rain on Me. It ties in with the Rain Dance title of the song. And If You Leave Me on My Feet. I was thinking maybe if you leave me on my feet, then I could dance. Dancing a dark dance. Dancing in the dark. Dancing in a dark. Not sure how you spell malaise. Dancing in a dark malaise. If you plan to rain on me, what about something about lace the clouds? Better lace the clouds. If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise. We try and get a rhyme in there. Malaise, baze, blaze. If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise. Okay. It makes less sense than what I originally had, but it sounds a bit slightly more poetic. Now, I don't like the whoa. That's definitely just a placeholder, so we'll try and come up with words for that as well. For now, we'll do something like floating in the sea or flowing in the breeze. Unless we use both. Maybe we could use both.
If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise, floating on the seas, flowing in the breeze.
Let's see what we have here. Right, so the first thing is that I put these vocals onto a new vocal track because I wanted them a wee bit louder for the chorus than what's in the verses. I'm trying to keep the vocals tucked in as much as possible because I don't think Tool like their vocals too loud. What else? I think we could probably go into this straight after it. And that would bring us right back into the verses. So if we did this whole thing here from there, do that as a straight repeat so far anyway and see what the crack is. Did bring this bit across as well.
One chance, higher ground, the simmer of aspiration, rain dance, spellbound, the subject of your fixation.
And then, of course, try the obvious thing and go straight into the chorus again here, but without the bridge.
The subject of your fixation. If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds.
I think the vocals need a wee bit more spice there. I think I need to maybe add an extra grit to the vocals in the chorus. Let me try and do a screamy track and put it underneath it and see what that sounds like.
If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise, floating on the sea.
Right, let's hear what we have now.
If you plan to rain on me, better lace your
I'm gonna need them a lot quieter.
If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise.
I think I would like to try Vocalign on them as well, just to see if I can get them tucked in. Let's be careful here because this line,
Dancing in a dark malaise.
malaise, we don't really want to Vocalign malaise. So for Vocalign, we select the vocal that we want as our master and we put it in capture. And then we select the vocal that we want to match. It'll process it for a second. Once it's ready, I just want to render this as a mono take. And we'll do the same for the other one. And let's hear now if aligning the vocals made it sound any tighter.
If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise. Floating on.
Okay, let's hear that on the track.
If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on.
Could go a wee tiny bit louder, couldn't we?
If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise. Floating on the sea.
I think I liked it at the original volume. It needs to be quite subtle. And let's copy that now up to the next chorus. Just double check that that's working.
If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark.
Right, let's get a listen to the full chorus now.
The subject of your fixation. If you plan to rain on me, better lace the clouds ablaze. If you leave me on my feet, dancing in a dark malaise. Floating on the seas. Flowing in the breeze.
Do you know, I keep hearing in that heavy bit there, something like a sort of robotic, monotone voice. I keep hearing the phrase taking over the asylum.
Flowing in the breeze.
Taking over the asylum. Taking over the asylum. I don't like the phrase taking over the asylum. Let's have a look at the lyrics. Right, taking over the asylum is one of those hair metal type cliches that I want to try and avoid in my songwriting. Maybe it's just taking over, and then it naturally flows on to the asylum, and maybe it's the asylum we need to take out. We could just go taking over something. Or what if something is taking over you? We could taking over desperation. That's better. That's better. If we're singing it twice, maybe we'll do a simile of desperation as well. Taking over desperation, taking over desolation. Let's do desolation first. Taking over desolation, taking over desperation. Cool. Let's try that.
Flowing in the breeze. Taking over desolation.
Let's have a listen to that.
Flowing in the breeze. Taking over desolation.
Wee harmony. Let's do that. Right, does the harmony work? Let's copy that down to the other chorus as well. Alright, so I think we've done enough for today. Let's get a listen to everything so far. Maybe that's a bit long there, I'm not sure. That was a bit clunky as well. These should probably be slightly different every time in the song.
One chance, higher ground, the simmer of aspiration, rain dance, spellbound, the subject of your fixation.
Okay, cool. So there's some things I really like about the song, some things I'm not so sure about that still need more work. But we're getting there. I've called these videos, What Can We Learn from Tool? Because I think overall the experiment here is not to try and make a perfect Tool copy, but to see if listening to Tool and trying to learn some of their techniques will rub off on my songwriting style, see if it will cause me to write things that I wouldn't normally write. So that's what we're trying to do here. Not pastiche Tool, but gain some of their style and take influence and inspiration from their music and see if it helps us as songwriters. Alright, so that's all for today. I think next week we'll try and do a guitar solo for this, but I don't want to do one of my normal shredder style heavy metal guitar solos. I think this requires something a wee bit more thoughtful and compositionally interesting for the song. So we'll try something like that next week. Listen guys, thanks for watching the videos. Don't forget, like and subscribe, all that stuff, it will help me a lot. Thank you so much. And let's find out where this song goes next week. You guys rock!